G'day guys, how are we? I'm just doing a test audio for a future podcast I'm thinking about doing, guys. Um, I know some people out there are very jittery to show your faces on live on social media, YouTube, whatever. So I'm coming up with an idea that this could be like an hours type show, audio only. Now I won't get people's opinion on this, and hopefully this will work out quite well. Now this is only basically a test at the moment to see how it all really goes. Feel free to make a suggestion. And yeah, g'day, Brett. How you going there, mate? Um, yeah, it's basically what I want to do is like a not like a talkback radio type thing, but um, yeah, to have guests on this particular show. I mean, you don't really have to show your face. I just wanted to do something a little bit more different to what I normally do. Um, yes. Thank you very much, Brett. Really appreciate that, mate. And yeah, so I really wanted to sort of do something a little bit different in the regards of having a live event per se. Like there is a lot of live stuff out there visually, but there's not too much like audio live stuff. So I really sort of thinking about maybe starting to do something like that, and it may be easier for people to do that instead of obviously showing their faces. I mean, personally, I don't have a problem showing my face, um, but I know a lot of people do. So, yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments there, guys, what you think about a I think I got it right, podcast type show, but an audio format. Now, it's up to the individual if you want to go live per se. Thanks, Dominic. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit more different. Now, I'm still working out all the details of all this at the moment and what's easier for me to do this type of format. And yeah, and what kind of show it's going to be. Now, the way I see it is if I'm going to have guests, it's up to the individual guests if they want to show their faces or not. But the theme of this type of show would be an audio only, and also to mention, lots of different things. G'day, Ben. How are you going there, mate? Um, so yeah, I think it's a pretty good idea to do something like this. Today's one's just basically a bit of a test to see how I go on my own type thing and see what people's opinion about it is. Now, I'm considering, doing a weekly type show at possibly 8 o'clock on a Thursday Australian time in the evening. And so, yeah, I'm sort of hoping to do something like that. G'day, Margie. How are you going? Thank you very much for joining in. I really appreciate you joining in there, Margie. So, yeah, I just think it might be a real good idea. I know a few people are a bit shy to show their faces and stuff like that. And I just really think it's really good. And so I just want to put that out there with people. Now, if I was going to start this podcast type audio show, be in a few weeks' time. But I'm just getting all the details sorted out now and to work it all out. I mean, I can go visually, that's no issue, but it sort of defeats the purpose of the actual program. And so I want to do something, different for everyone, and also too different for my channel too. And so I wanted to do that. So I know there's a few people watching at the moment. So yeah, guys, what do you really think about having an audio type program, not a visual type program, but an audio? Because there's plenty of visual programs on YouTube, not just here in Australia, but obviously over in the US and all other countries across the world. But there's not too many audio ones out there. Well, I've seen a few, but not too many. So yeah, I just wanted to see how that would go. And the program would be basically about anything we can sort of talk about, within reason. But yes, I actually think it's quite interesting too, there, Ben. And it's definitely a good idea. I just think it'd be a lot more better for people to do that. And I'm hoping in some quarters, some people will join me in some sort of program. I can have guests on it, on an audio side of it, and we could just talk about really anything. I mean, I did consider doing a live type of show visually, but I've decided no. I think it might be better if I just do one of these type of audio podcast type things, because there's not too many of them. So, but yeah. So give me your thoughts there, guys. I know Ben has. He thinks it's a good idea. And yeah, just leave your comments. Eventually, if you don't see this now and you see it later on, just leave a comment down below for later on and give me what your thoughts are on the regards of that. I just think it's really good to do something different. And the show would be basically probably go for maybe an hour or so. I know a lot of shows I've seen go on for donkey's ages, and I just really think it's really good. And I've got Tammy Jean. How are you going there? And I just really think it's good to do something a little bit more different, and also to think outside the box. And it'd be pretty late there in the evening. There, I would have thought there, Tammy. It would be probably about late in the evening there for you over in the US. And I don't normally sort of do a live type thing at this time of the day. It's usually at night in Australia time. But as I said, I can visually put myself on, which you can see. Hello. And sorry for the hair. I haven't done my hair. I'm actually going to work shortly, guys. So I'm doing a small job. So I won't be on here for too long. So now, if you guys are grey in the chat. Okay then. I have to go on my other one to see what's going on there. But I'll get that one sorted out, mate. But yeah, and as I said, I could do it like this, but I want to do it in audio format, and so hopefully I could do that. and it's good to see a few people on here already. And yeah, so yeah, I want to do something different, so that will be good. So I can actually turn this camera off. So I just want to just give you a quick wave and go back to what I was just prior to before. But need to do a 6-hour stream. Yeah, right. Be a world record for me. I would lose my way in the conversation here, Dominic. Yeah, I just think it's good to do something different. And a few, as I said, I'll have to go on to my other phone to see what's what. I'm actually visually doing this and talking at the same time, and which is quite good. Oh yeah, I can see. Might have to turn this other one down. And oh yes, I do see. Yes, a few great people. Yes. I have to add them in. Just got to work this out first, guys. Oh yes, hang on. Yes. I think I would have to definitely do that there, Dominic. Yeah, I'll have to sort of work out. As I said, this is only basically a test at the moment, just to see what people think of doing an audio only type of chat, and then that way we can sort of work out what we need to do. And I'm just at the moment just on the other phone trying to work all this out, so people are not so much grey. And I'll put, if Tammy's still on there, I'll put her on there as well. I think that covers everyone. Dominic 6 hour, I say Drew. Well, I could do that. I would probably lose interest after 6 hours there, to be honest. It depends on the topic that people are actually saying or what they're talking about. I think if I have people on this type of show, as I said, we could just talk about anything. Yeah, and as I said, it also promotes their channel as well. And that's another thing I wanted to ask Dominic. How do you restream someone if you're on their program? Just message me on Messenger if you want, mate, to let me know about that. Because I've seen you redo someone else's, like say, for example, if it's Tammy's show, you restream her show onto your channel. I actually find that quite interesting to do. If you on someone else's channel, because not only it's promoting your channel as well, but you're promoting theirs as well. I reckon that's a brilliant idea. Okay then. Yep. Okay, so you need to pay for this. Yes. Well, that's something that I'll have to do eventually down the track there, mate. Can't really do that at the moment. But it's a good idea. I actually think it's really fantastic, and it's really good to do. Yeah, so it'll be a different type of thing. I'll still have my monthly review and stuff like that, which is quite good. I do. I'm considering just keeping it as a pre-recorded one at the moment. I will do a live monthly review at some point, but I'm not sure if it's at the end of this month. I'm not sure because I was supposed to be going to the Gold Coast pretty soon at the end of September. But I'm not sure yet. I'll just have to wait and see what happens there. And so if I was going to start a show, it wouldn't be until October, and it would be a weekly type of thing, audio only type of show. I think that, as I said, yeah, we've got a lot of live people who do visual ones, and which is good, but there's not too many audio ones. And also, as I said to you guys before earlier, it would help people's self confidence of doing something like this early on audio first before they take the next step of doing a live one, you know, with your face on there. And everyone knows what I look like. So, but yeah, now I hope everyone who is watching, I've got everyone, they're no grey people. Hopefully they turn blue. So I've used my other phone there. So yeah, the weather has been pretty good actually down here in Melbourne, as Dominic would agree. A bit windy today, but it's sort of been really pretty good actually. No, haven't done a great deal in the scheme of things over the last few days. Been doing other things. As I said, yeah, great to get out a bit when I do filming. And yes, yeah, it is definitely a great day, but windy. Unfortunately, tomorrow's going to be pretty windy too, Dominic. So, yeah, it's not going to be really ideal flying a drone anywhere. And I sort of today, for me, I've been pretty busy doing a lot of editing. So a lot of videos are going to be coming up over the course of the next month. I've got them all sort of all preset and ready to go. Where are we? Probably station, all the station ones I got a lot done. I've got two ones coming up, a daytime one and a twilight one, which would be at Moorabbin Airport. And for everyone, you know, my overseas guests, Moorabbin Airport is one of the busiest airports in Melbourne, outside Tullamarine. And Moorabbin Airport used to be the Tullamarine of Melbourne before Tullamarine got built, I think, in 1970s, very early 1970s. I'm sure Dominic will mention that in the chat if I got that right. I think it's early 70s it got built. So yeah, that was really good doing that one. I did that one over a month ago, so it'll be up in a few weeks on the channel, and hopefully everyone will like that, and so we'll get to watch that. And also too, a lot of I've got a few more drone videos I did over the weekend. The weekend we had in Melbourne was an absolutely fantastic, absolutely lovely 2 days. And of course, we had Father's Day here in Melbourne, Australia. And I know Father's Day is different to other parts of around the world. But yeah, Father's Day was really great on Sunday, and had absolute ball with the family. I had some lunch with my daughter, which was on a Saturday, a day before before Father's Day, not Mother's Day, and so yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, and it was great to sort of get together with people, and it was a great day for everyone in concern who was with me on that particular day. And yeah, and as I mentioned to you before, that I've got a small job I go to do this afternoon, babysitting some concrete um, on, down along near the peninsula in Melbourne, and so I thought, well, I'll do a quick sort of live audio just to see how this would really go to do something as a weekly type of show. And of course, as I said, having guests and so forth. And yeah, I feel probably a bit more relaxed talking audio because I've talked live on location. Yeah, and some of them have been pretty good too. While I've been doing live stuff on location when I've been filming, I reckon it's really good doing stuff like that too. But also too, obviously all my subscribers on my channel, I really appreciate you guys' input and lovely comments that you guys make. And I try to make the best video possible, what I can do. And it's really a great privilege and honour to showcase certain parts of Victoria and Australia when I get into interstate, which is a rare event. So, okay. Police departments using drones around here. Now, Brett, are you here in Australia or are you overseas? I'm not too sure. But if you're here, yes, so the police do have drones floating around. I have seen them. When I went to the air show back in March, and okay, Washington. I'll say that again. Washington in the US. Yeah, well, we've got something like that here too, Brett. Our police have got drones. It's not a big thing here, but I should imagine it will be. They need to use more. Yes, they do, Dominic. I think eventually they will, and but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you one thing too, guys. I went down. This is for basically Australian viewers, because if I start mentioning about this, people from overseas won't sort of get it. But there's a TV series here called The Block. It's a Reno type show, and there's 5 houses and contestants renovate a place and so forth, and they win prize money. I won't go into logistics of it, but yeah, I went there the other day and took some photos. Whoever follows me on my personal social media pages will see that I posted a few photos up. And actually, I think some of the places are quite good. I actually like House 5, whoever's watching The Block in Australia. So, yeah, it's really good to see. And yeah, it's really good. Yeah, the boys are just chit chatting here in the chat there at the moment. So yeah, yeah, it was really good. I took photos, took a video. I think I put the video up on my TikTok page for the X-Wing, and also the I think I did it on Instagram, but I had issues with that. I don't normally use my Facebook as the X-Wing as much. I should actually do that, but I mainly just use Instagram and TikTok through the X-Wing. I do have a X-Wing Facebook page on Facebook, so I need to get a bit more stuff on there and make it look a bit more interesting for people to look at. And but yeah, it's sort of been an interesting type of week for me so far. So, and of course, hopefully we'll get somewhere this week work-wise. As I said, I've got a small job to do this week, so which is quite good. And yeah, it's as I said, this is doing quite well. A few people are watching and or listening in this case, and obviously this takes a while to come up on YouTube, and so once it clears and the comments are right to go, as I said, just leave a comment down below, guys. It would be really good for you guys to just leave a comment of what you think of an audio type show, and have obviously guests. It doesn't necessarily have to be people doing drone stuff. It could be really sort of anything, just to have a chit chat about the way things are at the moment in the world. I can set a topic. We can, on the show, we could have about 2 topics on the show. We can talk about, one for half an hour and another one for another half an hour. And as I said, for about an hour's type of show would probably be pretty good. But as I said, if I'm going to start a show like this, I probably will next month, because I've got a few things on at the moment, and I just want to do this particular one just to test the waters to see how this would go. And I know some people might consider it to be boring to have an audio type of program, but it's no different to having a talkback radio. But a lot of talkback radio have a webcam now, so it doesn't really sort of matter if you see people's faces or not. But as I said, everyone knows what I look like, so yeah, pretty good. Just had a mouthful of coffee there. Yeah, so yes, as I said, a lot of different things happening around the world at the moment, and as I said, that'd be part of that type of program. Probably one thing I probably wouldn't have on my program would be too much politics, because that ends up in a bit of an issue in itself, to be honest. And politics is politics, isn't it, guys? I just think that it's a subject that you don't really want to talk about too much, but to a certain degree. I mean, here in Australia at the moment, we're going through, and I'll only mention this once, a yes and no campaign in regards of for our Aborigines here. Now, personally, I think the no vote's going to win anyway. Australia's got a history of referendums of no votes getting up anyway. So I think the no vote will probably get up. Look, I'm sort of sitting on the fence with it, to be honest. It's a sort of a tricky situation, and this is what I mean about talking about politics. It can get very heated, and it can get very sticky. So that's why that's probably one thing I probably will not talk about a great deal, because I just think sometimes it gets a little bit carried away. But that's what we've got here at the moment. We got to vote yes or no for having an Aboriginal say here in Australia. I mean, personally, you know, as I said, I'm sitting on the fence on it at the moment. I'm undecided. It probably would be good, but as I said, I don't want to go into it, but it could open up a problem later on down the track. Who knows? So I don't know. I mean, I don't really. It doesn't really bother me one way or another. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. These events that you can't fly drones at. Okay. Oh, like at the carnivals and things like that. Is that what you're referring to, Brett? There. Yeah. Well, here in Australia, we can't sort of fly drones in regards of overcrowded people, sporting complexes, and there's a whole range of different things there. And some of it I do agree, and some of it I don't. And I just think that sometimes it can be quite annoying. And yeah, I just don't understand the logic behind it. But anyway, that's the way that is, isn't it? But I'm hoping that, as I said, to have this type of show would be really good. And oh yes, yes, it's very similar here to Brett. It's a 5K radius for us. 5 miles would be I don't know what 5 miles. Dominic would know. I'm sure Dominic will mention that on there. Northside Hawk. But yeah, 5 kilomiles is for us. But it's a bit of a grey area, that one, because you're not too sure, especially with the mini drones. The mini drones fall in a slightly different category to the bigger drones, obviously. As long as you're not flying over the flight path and stuff like that, I think that would be not too bad. But there is open for interpretation on that. I mean, personally, I wouldn't go be flying a drone in an airport anyway, and I'd keep away from the airport. I mean, the closest airport to me is Moorabbin Airport. It's about 8 kilomiles away. That's an Australian slang word, kilomiles. And yeah, so yeah, you just keep away from airports. I would for it. And but for here, it's probably similar rules to what's over there, Brett. To be honest, I know there's slightly different rules for every other country, but it sounds very similar. And g'day, how are we? Didn't know you were on. And oh, Eagle Blue. Yep, I had to make sure that you were blue. So yep, that's quite good. That's worked out quite well. So I've actually got two phones running here. I've got the one I'm talking into at the moment, and the other phone just making sure on the chat everyone's blue. And yeah, and everyone is blue. It's quite good. And but yeah, so as I said, guys, just leave a comment about having a talk back or audio type of show. And if you would like to be part of it or what you think of it, give me a few ideas on what you might want to do to have an audio type of show. And I mean, I could say, yeah, you could go on live visually if you want to, but as I said earlier, it's not part of what I'm sort of working on. So, but yeah, I think it might be. We'll see how we go. As I said, I'm not ready to start something like this just quite yet. I just want to put this out today, see what people think, and it gives me a few ideas on what people might want or may want to be on my show to talk about. And as I said, it's going to be anything type go type of show, and yeah, and I can just leave it open for people to chit chat, to mention what they want to talk about. And as I said, this would be a great platform for someone who is starting out to go live and have an audio chat with someone without going live visually. Because as I said, some people get a little bit camera shy, and I think this would be a great idea to get people's confidence up and so forth. So, but as I said, I could do at the moment. I could do visually. I could do audio, but I've chosen to be audio at the moment. So yeah. So as I said, leave me the thoughts, guys, and see what happens there. And did you fly your drone today? That's good. And unfortunately, I can't fly my drone because one, it's very windy here in Melbourne, Australia, and I've got a small job to go to work-wise very shortly, so I will be departing very shortly, probably in another 3 minutes or so. And but yeah, it's sort of been pretty good doing this. And as I said, yeah, if we get a show up and running, I'll definitely have people on. We can just have a chat about things, and something completely different to what anyone else, has on their program. And don't get me wrong, what I see from other people's programs, they do an excellent job, live shows, and I highly recommend watching people's live shows. And some of them are quite good, some of them are not so good. It just depends on what you're looking for, I think. And yeah, you just go with the flow sometimes, guys, I think. And but yeah, it's good to see people, and also too, people don't really have to interact live with me. They can chit chat amongst themselves in the live chat here, which I've got, and that's what people are doing, which is quite good. But anyway, that's the way that sort of goes. And yeah, again, guys, I really appreciate your support, and okay, yep. Jokes aside. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone's support on my channel, and I mean, I've got over 650, I think now, people, or 620. I've lost track now, but anyway, I've got well over that mark, and I really appreciate everyone's support. And as I said, I try to do the right product for everyone. I know not everyone's into train videos. I mean, I've openly, a few times said that I might consider starting up a second channel, be trains only. But I think for my channel, it's still the X-Wing. Yeah, I still fly my drone. I still try and get a lot of drone footage up. And I have put up a few drone footages up over the last few weeks, and they've actually been quite successful. So, and I still want that balance of, maybe it's probably getting towards 50-50 now, drone footage as well as, rail on what I'm doing at the moment, and special events. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I try to put up the right type of videos for everyone to look at, and so far it's been quite successful. I've actually got a steam train event to do at Ashburton on Sunday. It's actually going to be a busy 3 consecutive weekends of steam train events, which I will be doing, and obviously the video will be up on my channel over the next few weeks. Yes, yeah, I'm going to get back to my where I used to do a little bit more. I think, Dominic, when I first started this channel, I started off with drone footage with the steam train. So I will get back to that. I think, it's a bit hard to fly a drone and do a video camera ground level at the same time, mate. So maybe there's certain things I may rehash eventually. But at the moment, I'll try and mix everything up, and I think it would be really great to do that. And yeah, we'll work it all out as time goes on. But yeah, I like my trains, and I think having all these steam trains are really good sometimes. So yeah, but yeah, all right then, guys. Well, listen, I'll probably get going here, and so I've got to get myself ready to go to work. And as I said, I wanted to do this live chit chat, audio only today, just to test the waters to see how things would pan out, and hopefully, as I said, just leave a comment down below in the comment part on YouTube. Give me your thoughts and what you think would be really great. If you think it's a great way of introducing to someone on social media, like a live event without showing their face, yeah, we might start up some sort of show in the regards of that. So, but anyway, I'll let you guys go, and I hope you enjoyed this live chat type event. And as I said, just leave a comment down below, and hopefully we might get somewhere next month with it. But I will do another live, and it'll be probably a visual one, maybe in a week or two. We'll see how things pan out. But just before I go, I'll just check. Oh yeah, we're still chatting. All right then, guys. Gonna have to love you and leave you. And once again, guys, thank you very much for joining today, and I really appreciate it. And as I said, if you're new to the channel, if you see this channel, if you're new to the channel, press like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any video or potentially audio of this channel. And be great to catch up with you soon, guys. All right, I'll catch up with you soon, guys. See ya.